Hi traders and welcome to the weekly commodity report. Today is Wednesday, November 8th, almost 5 p.m. Central Time. In this video, we're going to look at natural gas, oil, copper, gold, silver, and uranium. So let's go. All right, this is the 4-hour chart of natural gas futures contract, the December contract. I'm going to look at the other chart that I've been looking at for natural gas, but on the futures contract anyway, they broke that key level of 3216 because I wasn't sure if after this down move, if this was going to be A, B, and then they were going to come back up one more time for the C wave and then resume down. So they broke that level 3216 yesterday. So now the downside has started. And it looks to me like it's either one of two things. It's 1, 2, and then 1, and then they made a contracting flat here. So A, B, C for 2. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and now they're going to be finishing this wave off. So it's either that, or there's a possibility that this is going to be a running flat. So 1, and then that's A, and then this is like going to be A, B, some kind of C, and then they're going to come up one more time just to give this kind of a look. And then resume down. So it can't confirm what the pattern is yet, what it's going to be going down, but this wave is going to be nearing. So I think they got to come down one more time still, because all I see is here's a 3 wave. So I think that's A, and then there was 3 waves up to here for B, and I think that's just going to be a big C wave, but it looks like they got to come down one more time. So I think this is going to be an ABC. So that's why I think this is going to be coming down in an ending diagonal format. And so we got like a 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then 3 is going to be ending up down here. But if you're not already in this trade, I'd only be looking for actually buy setups, but I think you can get it underneath 3058 because there should be a pretty healthy up move coming soon, corrective. It'd have to be a short-term trade. And then if we look at the other chart that I've been following, I've had this line for the invalidation, not the invalidation point, but knowing that this ending diagonal coming up, this 5-wave pattern, is confirmed to be done when 3170 is taken out. Well, today they came to 3171. So literally 2 ticks from breaking that 4 level. I still think that this 5-wave is in the 5th wave, because I think there's 1, 2, 3. And that's what we need is 3 waves for that 5th wave. And so when I look at this, then it becomes just a whole lot clearer to me, because then I think this is 1, 2, 3. I think that's A. Here's 3 waves up for B. And now they're doing it almost like a diagonal for the C wave, because there's no big correction. So it's not like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is hard. It's almost looking like there's a little running flat. But anyway, like I said, I think there might be one more down, even on this chart, just to break the low that they set today. But I think this will be A, B, C. So either the C is in, or there might be one more low, and I think that's all going to be just a 3-wave for 1. And then there, should be a pretty healthy up move for the second wave before they head back down for 3, 4, and 5. So I'd only be looking for buy setups for short-term trades. It's just a matter of do you buy here or is there still one more down? That remains to be seen. But you're starting to get divergence. Even on the 4-hour chart, but especially like on a 1-hour chart, there's divergence starting to appear. So I think this move down, it's been pretty strong. Should be coming to an end, and so I think that'll be just the first wave of a diagonal. So I think the down wave has started, but definitely you can get a pretty nice size pullback for that second wave. All right, let's move on to oil. So oil is looking obviously very weak, but it looks to me, I still think this is a 3-wave move here. 1, 2, 3, and then this is ABC. So 1, 2, 3. So now I think they're creating an ending diagonal, and I've got that as 1, and that is 2, and then 1, 2. I think this is 3. So there should be a little pullback coming back here for 4, and then go back down for the 5th wave, and then you'll have a 3, 3, 5 type of deal. So if you're a short-term trader, kind of just like natural gas, I think this 4th wave should be buyable, for maybe $2 or $3. But then you got to know that I still think there's a 3-wave move coming down to take out 74.88 one more time. But then after that, then I think, after this 5-wave move up, you'll be in a position where you have an ABC, and that could be all the correction. And on this 4-hour chart, you do have divergence showing, so that could be all the correction when that finishes, that 5th wave. So something under 74.88, so 74, 72, who knows how far they'll take it, but I'd only be looking for buy setups when they break it again. And I think you can even play for a short-term trade for that 4th wave up. All right, let's move on to copper. All right, so copper is looking like this is gonna reject it. So I think this ABC, and then here's an ABC, and it looks like this could be getting rejected one more time. You do have a 1, 2, 3, and I don't see any divergence. So this purple area could be holding here. So far coming down, I just got 1, 2, 3, and like I said, I don't even think it's done yet. So I think there's still more down. So if it comes down in 3 waves, I think they're going to create like a leading diagonal, because we've got 3 waves, but I don't think it's done, and I think it'll correct up, and then it's going to come down. Eventually, I think it's going to come, and then I think this whole thing will have a bunch of, I think this could be 1, and that could be 2. I don't think that 3 is deep enough. This 3rd wave isn't deep, so it might be that it's WXY X, and if it breaks, that'll be Z. That'll be all correction, and then up. But for right now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you could, now that I look at it again, this might be a leading diagonal. There's 5 waves. Yeah, you might be getting, I think there's still got, they might correct one more time, but it comes down. Yeah, now that I look at this, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a leading diagonal. So yeah, this is going to be correction. And there's going to be at least one more up. But we'll have to see the strength of this wave because they could still be coming all the way back down. So yeah, let this, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, there's not enough waves. I think there's still a little bit more down, but if you can get it down in the low 3.6, I'd like it for just one more wave up. Because then that'd be an ABC. And then we'll have to see how strong. Because if it's real strong, then that could be all the correction. This is 1, 2, and then they're coming up for 3. But if it just comes up here and then gets rejected, you get a three-wave move coming down again, then I think they're just going to start working their way back down. So, yeah, I'd only be looking for biceps, but I think you can get it a little bit lower on copper. All right, gold. So I thought gold might be making a running flat, but they broke that level. So it's not a running flat. And so all I see is just 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 waves. And so far I just see 1, 2, and 3 waves coming down now. So it's hard to tell, like, is this 3-wave move, is that going to be A, this is going to be B, and C? And then that means that, like, this whole thing is, this is all just correction for still one more down, which is possible because when we zoom out, I re-looked at this. I had this labeled as a possible leading diagonal, but it's not. The waves aren't right. And over here, this is actually a little contracting flat. So, oops. Just a 3-wave, come on, 3-wave there. So 3 waves for A, 3-wave for B, and then straight down for C. So this ABC, that could end up being just an A wave. And either this 3-wave move up to here, that's B, but it's so sharp, it's so strong. I kind of feel like that won't be the B, but they do have the potential to bring it all the way down again to below 1810, and then that'd be ABC. But this was so strong, ABC, and then, I think this is, in the process of making a B wave. They'll bring it up one more time, but then you got to be careful that that's the ABC. So zooming back in, yeah, you don't have any divergence. So I think this is just in the process of making the B wave. So I think this is probably like 1, 2, 3, like an A, and then they'll do like a B, still one more down, and then I'd be looking for a buy setup after this 3-wave correction happens in the pullback, and then I'd be looking to buy to go up, break that top. But I think the potential of that top being broken and then it reversing is very, very possible. All right, silver. So silver too, I see more down because I only see 1, and then here's an A, B, and then they got that little C wave, and then down, create a new low. So just a 3-wave, and I don't see any divergence. And so far they had a big pullback up, retrace down. I think it'll kind of probably be choppy, but I think there'll be one more up and then still one more down. And I still think buying silver in this 22.17 down to 21.83 range, somewhere in here, because then you'll have 3.35. and then, after that big up move, correct, and then you can still get at least one more up. So I think silver will be kind of correcting here for one more drop, but then you can start to look for a buy setup down here, 22-ish. All right, uranium. So I still think that you had this A, B, and then ending diagonal for C. And now I would expect 5 waves to come, but I'm not sure that uranium they might not break 24.45. They might make a contracting flat. So far it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pull back, just a quick little ABC. So it's just a matter of, is that all the correction? Is it 1, 2, and now they're going to come down for 3, 4, and 5 for the fourth wave? Finish the fourth wave? Or is this the impulse? Here's A, this is B. They'll come back up one more time for C, and and then that'll be 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and 5. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but I'd let this, because this should be an impulse coming down, because you had the A, this is all B, that's all A, this is all B, and this should be just a 5-wave pattern. And like I said, I think 24.45 would make a lot of sense, but they might not even get there. Might just stop it short. But I think that's the first wave, and either 2 is in, or they'll come up one more time, but then they're going to go down for a 3, 4, and 5, and then anywhere down in here. I mean, like I said, I don't know if they'll break 24.45, but I think anywhere in there is a great place to start looking for the buy setup. When there's 5 waves done. 5 waves are in for uranium. I think this ABC for the fourth wave will then be complete, and you can ride that up to go break 28.41. All right, that's what I see on the commodities. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps. Thanks for your likes and support, and I will see you in the next video.